I will be discussing the concept of human rights. This is a part of syllabus in most of the courses taught across colleges and universities in India. Friends, human rights are inalienable rights. You can also call them natural rights. It is those rights a person is born with. So automatically it becomes a natural right of each and every person. Whosoever is born as a human being is entitled to enjoy these rights, and simply we term them as human rights. So any person across the region, religion, sex, color, place of birth, economic status, political affiliation, their idea, ideology, belief, anything cannot become a hindrance or a problem for anyone to enjoy their human right. Everyone shall be treated free and equal. Let me explain you a brief about human rights. Though evolution of rights are considered right from the publication of Magna Carta in 1215 AD, which is known as Greater Charter of Right, or probably first codified Charter of Rights. After that we had Bill of Rights. We have developments in UK, England, and in West, in later on American Declaration of Independence, French Declaration of Rights of Man and Citizens 1789, so on and so forth. Many events took place which have contributed to the evolution and strengthening of human rights of the people. However, the world had seen continuous violation of human rights of the citizens by other states in terms of invasion, aggression, and by their own rulers and states. So people would face lot of atrocities, lot of problems, and there would be no platform, no system to protect their rights. That was one of the major hindrances human being had. And probably in 20th century it had seen two world wars, and during these two world wars and in between the time, the rights of people were violated by their own rulers. People were prosecuted, tortured, they were crucified, they were forced to run away from their own country, their own motherland, so on and so forth. So these atrocities which people have experienced during the First World War, in between, and Second World War, like in terms of violations as a war victim as well as by their own ruler, like Hitler inflicted lot of atrocities on their own Jew people. Mussolini committed lot of atrocities on their political opponents, like he jailed Gramsci and other communist leaders. Whosoever disagree with him, he would jail them and punish them. So that was a major problem. So to address these problems and to overcome this kind of a practice of violation of human right, the world leaders came together and thought of creation of a system, a law which would ultimately protect the human rights of the people. As a result of which United Nations Organization was formed in 1945, and now United Nations General Assembly was given the task of preparing a charter that can protect human rights. So as a result of deliberations, discussions of world leaders in UN General Assembly, UDHR charter was prepared. UDHR stands for Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was passed by the General Assembly on 24th October, and finally it was implemented on 10th of December 1948. Thus this day is regarded as International Day of Human Rights as well. So hereafter human rights have been declared as a codified right of the people. Most of the countries who were members of the United Nations Organization have ratified to this charter. However, almost after 20 years, in 1966-67, it was realized that the 30 articles in UDHR has 30 articles under different categories. The 30 articles in UDHR are so general and sometimes they appear vague or sometimes they overlap against each other. Therefore, they need a better categorization and definition. So in 1966, two covenants were passed by UN General Assembly. ICCPR, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and second was International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights. These two covenants were passed. Again in 1989, one more Bill of Rights was passed. So together all these covenants, UDHR, ICCPR, ICECSR and Declaration of Rights of 89 are together considered as the Bill of Human Rights. So various countries have started ratifying and accepting human rights as the basic right of individual. Now under these charters, the civil rights, political rights, economic rights, social rights, cultural rights of the people have been very categorically and clearly explained. So you should read all 30 articles of UDHR, which will give you a broader understanding. So now in 1992 there was a Paris Agreement, a Paris Declaration, and in Paris Principles of 1992, which was passed by UN General Assembly in its Vienna World Conference on Human Rights in 1993, it established an International Commission for Human Rights. So through Paris Principles, it was mandated that members of the United Nations organization should compulsorily have a Human Rights Commission in their own country and pass the Human Rights Charter in their parliaments and assemblies. So Government of India, which is a member of United Nations organization and a responsible country, democratic country in the world, had adopted this resolution and passed Human Rights Act in 1993, which came to effect, and a National Human Rights Commission was established. There are three main broad outlines behind establishment of Human Rights Commission. First is autonomy and responsibility. The Human Rights Commission which is established should be autonomous and responsible. Its composition and modus operandi, method of operation, should be very clearly explained, and it should be competent to settle the individual complaints and take action. So it should not be a toothless tiger, but the Human Rights Commissions set under and by Human Rights Commission set by various countries should be a strong body of people. So the main objectives of Human Rights Commission are: develop a mechanism for implementation of human rights, understand the role and function of National Human Rights Commission and empower it, and the Human Rights Commission help you to contribute further for the protection of rights of the people. So friends, we will stop here. I request you to subscribe our NetZax channel, like and subscribe the videos, share it with your friends. I will be uploading more videos on human rights, like complete version of UDHR, all 30 articles, as well as subsequent amendments, and I will also be uploading a separate video on National Commission of Human Rights in India and its powers, functions and various parts. For this, thank you so much.